right after that point where I realized that, the dreams don't happen, that's when you get those weird memories when you're just stuck in a rotating life of boredom where something pops up from your youth and you're like, oh shit, that was a crazy day. I remember the first time I took a shit in a bar. And it was exciting enough, mostly because what had happened was I'm from Chicago originally, and as the story goes, I was in a band, I was playing at a place called the Fireside Bowl in Chicago. Now, Fireside Bowl got voted by New City newspaper worst bathrooms in the city of Chicago. How have you been to Chicago? That's a lot of bathrooms they beat out. We were loading our gear and we had a few drinks. I realized that, things had to take place. And before you start to think I'm on some tangent about some gross-out story, understand that this is not some kind of graphic, disgusting story. This is about the triumph of the human spirit. So I beg you to stick with me through this story and don't get turned off. Anyway, so there I am. Things got to happen, right? I decide there's no way I'm going in this place where we're at. I'm going to head out down Fullerton Avenue on the west side of the city. Now, this is about 10, 12 years ago. Not the best place for a having-to-poop white kid from the suburbs to be running around nervously at. I get about 2 blocks down Fullerton, and I get about 2 blocks, and all of a sudden, basically, I just hit a critical mass with my body where it's like, this is happening. For you gamers out there, it's a lot like when you finish a level of Burger Time and the things just start dropping inside. Just fr-tut-tut-tut, fr-tut-tut, fr-tut-tut. It's like, okay, all right, we're either doing this on the sidewalk or we're going into whatever this building is right here. That building happened to be a full-blown West Side Cholo bar. No choice. I walk in with my head down. I get to the back. No eye contact. I get to the back. I open the door of the restroom. No lock on it. Why would there be? Why would you need a lock in a restroom? It's as follows. It's a tiny sink, a tiny urinal, a 2-foot-tall brick wall, and then the toilet. And the brick wall didn't even hold the toilet paper thing. I can't for the life of me. Like maybe if there was your buddy was in there and you wanted to give him a little pee splash, but you didn't even want to roll your shoulder around it. You just wanted to kind of, I'm going to get you. No? You're okay. Look at, because of the thing. I commence with matters at hand. So I'm sitting there. My knees hit the wall of the bathroom. That's how small it was. I'm handling things. Door opens up. A patron of this bar walks in. Now, I can only describe this fella as looking frustrated from having run out of flesh to tattoo. That's the only way. I mean, I'm not talking sleeves. I'm talking eyebrows back on the scalp. Clearly representing an association. Most of them were voluntary, but you could tell he was held down with a few of them. Like they were forced upon him. But he knows what he looks like. He's aware. He sees me sitting there, and this was a changing moment in my life. I've got the cold, like the cold sweats. Everything's happening. He looks at me. He knows how he looks. He's seen a reflection of himself. And this guy made a choice that night. He could intimidate me. He could say something horrifying. What are you doing here? This guy made a choice. First, he made the choice to break the ice. When he did it, he looked at me, and I'm sitting there just white, pantsless, scared, and there's this wall of tension that's in there. You can reach out, grab a chunk of it. He looked at me, and he just said, hey, you taking a shit, man? No, okay. I had limited ways to respond, I went with, yeah. I'm taking a shit. You know, it wasn't my place to correct him. It wasn't my place. And then he thought about it for a second like it was new information. And then this is the choice he made. I'll never forget. He just said, okay, you know what? It's Friday night. Want you to push that fucker out for me, yeah? And then he came in and posted up for a high five. What can you do? You high-five that son of a bitch back. And you sit there for a second and go, hey, the world's all right. The world's an all right place. You get happy about yourself.